94.9.
All right, top of the morning to you there, listener. It's 32 FM 94.9, the station where joy resides. It's the Break of Dawn newspaper review. Sorry we had to take those commercial breaks, those commercials before starting the program proper. My name is Chike Obogu. This morning I'll be taking you through the Punch newspaper, the Nation newspaper, the Guardian, Premium Times, and then we'll be looking at the Daily Post and the Daily Trust this morning. I'll be joined later on by Austin Idumo to do some justice to some of these headlines. Starting off quickly with the Punch newspaper this morning. Bold headline, front page. NCDC asks security agents to enforce COVID-19 protocols. With these riders, admission cases rise in Lagos, FCT, and others. 33 states report 332.8% increase in 1 month. States reactivate isolation centers. More headlines here from the Punch newspaper. Federal government increases hazard allowance from 5,000 naira to 40,000 naira for doctors and 34,000 naira for others. Christmas, Buhari, Lawan, Bajabia Miller, governors, Atiku, others call for peace. More headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning. My husband could have survived gunshot injury if lawsuits didn't delay surgery. This is coming from a Lagos businesswoman. Romantic soldier, copper, met 3 years before NYSC camp. That's coming from the family. Romantic soldier, copper, met 3 years before NYSC camp. More here. My achievement should inspire students not to give up. UI first class graduate with hearing impairment. Okay, Tiwa Savage shakes off sex tape scandal, ends year on a high note. This headline from the Punch newspaper: villagers flee Zamfara as bandits collect 15 million naira, demand more levies. Queen Naomi: Yoruba monarchs should consult Ifa before taking wives, says Elebuiban. Okay. Christmas is like any other day to us. We don't wear new clothes, eat special meals. Indigent children and parents are talking here. More headline from the Punch newspaper. Police recover 1,887 machine guns, RPG, AK-47, others. Seize 52,577 live ammunition. These are some headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning. Moving straight to the Nation newspaper this morning. Front page: Buhari to service chiefs, crush Boko Haram, ISWA before 2023. With these riders, Nigeria's heart heavy with suffering. Archbishop Kaigama. Lawan, governors, PDP, others preach peace at Utah. Lagos pipeline explosion crashes 5 electric towers. Okay, Lagos pipeline explosion crashes 5 electricity towers. 2021, what a bloody year. With this rider, people, events that made the year tick. Okay, IGP masterminds of Maiduguri rocket attacks eliminated. COVID-19, Omicron, now spreading at community level, says NCDC. These are some headlines from the Nation newspaper this morning. Looking at some more, we have here, not yet time for young presidential candidates. Who is speaking? Buhari swears in Sambo as Minister of State for Works and Housing. 2022 budget, Buhari to sign bill next week. That's coming from Lawan. More from the Nation newspaper this morning. We have here, federal government launches rollout. Okay, there's a TV in Nigeria. That's the company rolling it out there. More here from The Nation newspaper, second Niger bridge will be ready in June 2022. That's coming from an official. Electoral bill, APC committed to transparent and credible electioneering process. Fire from Lagos pipeline explosion crashes 5 electricity towers. Okay, that story resonates in almost all the newspapers this morning. Tinubu felicitates constituents, Christians at Christmas. And we have here Buhari to service chiefs, crush Boko Haram. This is some headlines from the Nation newspaper this morning. Moving straight to the Premium Times this morning. COVID-19, Nigeria third on list of African countries with Omicron cases. More headlines. We're dying of hunger. CCB workers lament non-payment of salaries. We're dying of hunger. Code of Conduct Bureau workers lament on non-payment of salaries. How Nigerian Senate diverted over 3.6 billion naira failed to pay taxes in 2019. This coming from an audit report. Without security, Nigeria's economy cannot grow, Buhari says. Gunmen attack Zamfara communities, kill 2 people, abduct 5 others. More headlines from the Premium Times this morning. Buhari's Christmas message: I'm committed to improving the condition of the average Nigerian. Insecurity. Nigerian troops reportedly kill another top ISWAP commander. COVID-19 surge continues as Nigeria records 1,940 more cases. That was on Thursday when that figure came out from the NCDC. EFCC probes trending audio tape on Malami's alleged compromise of corruption cases. More headline. Pipeline explosion rocks Lagos community. Libyan elections postponed. New date expected within 30 days. That's coming from the UN envoy. As the Police Service Commission cancels retirement extension of Buhari's former security detail. This is some headlines from the Premium Times this morning. Moving straight to the Guardian newspaper, COVID-19, no deaths from Omicron variant yet in Nigeria, says NCDC. As federal government dismisses threat of attacks on Abuja, says FCT safe. Chile to give forth COVID-19 vaccine dose. Police arrest suspected one-chance robbers in Ilorin. As President Buhari's 2021 Christmas message. You want to see the script there? Yeah, you can go to the Guardian newspaper. You see the full script of the president's Christmas message. EKEDC lists areas affected by collapse of 33 kV line. MPA expects 27 ships with petroleum products, others at Lagos port. Okay, from the sporting scene, we have here Ratnick suggests scrapping of League Cup to ease fixture congestion. This is some headlines from the Guardian newspaper this morning. I'll be going straight to the Daily Post this morning. Remember, you can join live on YouTube and on Facebook. It's a 32FM 949 Ibadan. 32FM 949 Ibadan. Live on YouTube and Facebook. You can drop your comments there, and then we'll get to read your comments and have some constructive criticisms on some of these headlines. Alabato Yossi and Emmanuel Godwin. Good morning there. We have more headlines here from the Daily Post this morning. Here it says, fresh crisis in Osun PDP as acting chairman emerges. IG of police reacts as ISWAP launches rockets before Buhari's visit to Maiduguri. Ex-Zamfara lawmaker Marafa reacts to report linking him with bandits. Now, okay, we have here property worth millions of naira destroyed as fire guts residential building in Ilorin. Moving straight to Bauchi State, Governor Mohammed signs 197 billion naira 2022 budget into law. More headlines from the Daily Post this morning. Christmas, celebrate moderately, be watchful during festivity. Governor Makinde advises residents. Still on Christmas celebrations, ex-Nigerian envoy Onoche tasks citizens against corruption, harps on unity. We have here Amotekun, police in face-off with cultists in Osun State. Still on Christmas, times are hard, but we must support one another. Archbishop Musa and Governor Fintiri speaking there. Still on Christmas, blackout looms in Lagos as 5 electricity towers collapse. Famous Kano cleric dumps APC. And still from Oyo State, APC has gone on long political voyage. We will now return in 2023. That's coming from the PDP chairman in Oyo State. APC has gone on long political voyage. Will now return in 2023. 2023, nobody wants you at federal level. Primate Ayodele wants Tinubu. Wow. Osun APC crisis. Oyetola not losing sleep. He has restored people's confidence. CPS. Omi Pidan. Let's move straight to the Daily Trust this morning. Son sets mother ablaze in Niger State. Sad, pathetic story. Insecurity. Ganduje visits Aso Rock, says governors need help. Our forests now accommodates terrorists, bandits. That's from Ganduje. Yuletide. Fire service now well positioned to respond to emergencies. That's the Controller General. Kano cleric Ibrahim Khalil dumps APC. Okay, let's look at more. Kwankwaso gives out Shekarau's daughter in Kano State. Kwankwaso gives out Shekarau's daughter in Kano State. More stories here from the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. We'll be looking at here. Okay, more headlines. How 2-year-old bank acquired 104-year-old bank. How a 2-year-old bank acquired a 104-year-old bank in Nigeria. TCN restores bulk power in Lagos axis after collapse of towers. Okay, APC chair raised. Dust trails Yari, Al Makura, Sharif aspirations. Okay, that's in Kano State there. Electoral Act overriding Buhari will lead to constitutional crisis. That's coming from a senator there. Electoral Act overriding Buhari will lead to constitutional crisis. We have here why PDP will win more states in 2023. That's coming from a group. Over 800 Katsina hides and skin dealers gets federal government support. Over 800 Katsina hide and skin dealers gets federal government support. We have here Buhari, Atiku, Lawan, Gbajabiamila governors. Others preach love, unity at Christmas. Okay, Nigerians throng markets despite high costs of commodities ahead of Christmas. Nigerians throng markets despite high cost of commodities. We have more headlines here, but we still look at the major stories now. The phone lines will be open later on until we engage ourselves, and Austin Idumo will be joining the studio via a phone call, and then we'll look at some of the headlines that resonate this morning. We have here this headline that is begs for answers. Okay, we took that headline during the week, but it's still here from the Nation newspaper. Still, who killed Bolaige? Still, who killed Bolaige? Let's look at the body of these headlines and let's see what it's talking about. Buhari to service chiefs crush Boko Haram ISWAP before 2023. Let's look at the body of the story. The service chiefs yesterday got a fresh marching order from President Muhammad Buhari to crush the Islamic State of West Africa province, ISWAP, which has overtaken Boko Haram in the northeast insurgency before he leaves office in 2023. Buhari handed down the order at the meeting of the Security Council in Abuja 24 hours after the group rained rockets close to the Maiduguri airport shortly before the president arrived in the city. Several people were killed by the rockets, and Police Inspector General Alkali Baba said some of the masterminds of the attack have been eliminated. And in his Christmas message yesterday, the president told Nigerians to invoke the indomitable spirit in us and see the present order of things as a phase that will also pass, just like other unsavory situations in the nation's history. The headline here: Buhari to service chiefs crush Boko Haram ISWAP before 2023. All right, we'll be joined by Austin Idumo this morning to do justice to some of these headlines this morning. Austin, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, it's good to have you. Merry Christmas to
Thank
you, Austin.
Thank you for having me. Merry Christmas. Same to you too.
Merry Christmas. All right, let's go straight
to our team listeners.
All right, let's go straight to the business of today. I took the first headline here this morning. It says Buhari to service chiefs crush Boko Haram ISWAP before 2023. Well, he's given them that go ahead, and we hope they live up to the billing, right?
Yes, not just the service chiefs. We hope that the president himself will have to live up to the mandate. A complete country was handed over to him in 2015. Of course, the latest visit of the president to Maiduguri clearly shows that the Boko Haram insurgents is still very active. Because for them to have the effrontery to launch rocket attack in preparation for the arrival of the president, it shows that that particular group is still very active and they are confronting the Nigerian state. I think that is one of the major reasons why the president had to summon an emergency security meeting to actually give the service chiefs a marching order that this has to end. And the president has also pledged commitment that is handling security matters very urgently. In short, in the statement he released, it suggests that the incoming president must tackle security headlong. But we are appealing to President Muhammadu Buhari to make the area safer. Let us deal with insurgency once and for all. Because the president only inherited in the northeastern part of the country, majorly about 3 states of Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe State. But now the insecurity has festered. The activity of terrorists in the northern part of the country is almost everywhere across the northern part of the country. We have the northwest not even safe. We have the north central. Niger and some other area within the north central are also being taken over by activity of these terrorists, especially the north central. They call them bandits and what have you. So the president had to do more. The marching order to the service chiefs is like a clarion call, but the president must also display enormous political will to be able to tackle this. 2021 is a year of bloodletting as far as the history of Nigeria is concerned. It's a year where students are afraid to go to school in that part of the country. They are adopted at will trade and negotiate ransom as if we are pricing goods and services. So all of this in the new year must stop. The government must come up with new template as far as the fight against terrorism, insurgency, insecurity at large is concerned all across the country and most especially the northern part of the country.
All right. Well, these terrorists seem to be very ruthless now, even without respecting the fact that the president of a state, of a country, is even visiting a state. Well, they say terrorists don't know who is who they attack. Let's look at this story from Abuja. It says federal government dismisses threats of attack on Abuja, says FCT safe. Yesterday, there was this story that broke yesterday that there was a security threat that's coming from the immigration service, that there was a security threat and that these guys said they were going to attack the FCT. Now the federal government has described it as a false alarm and untrue. Media reports that there are threats of possible attack on Abuja. Minister of Interior Rauf Aregbesola stated this while he briefed State House correspondents on the outcome of the emergency meeting of the National Security Council presided over by President Muhammad Buhari on Friday in Abuja. According to the minister, Abuja is safe and secure from terrorist attacks. And quoting him, he says, "I've given you the outcome of the Security Council meeting, but to your question, there isn't any threat to safety and security of Abuja." End of quote. And the headline there says, federal government dismisses threats of attacks on Abuja, says FCT safe. Well, Austin, the Minister of Interior, is saying the state is safe, the Federal Capital Territory is safe. However, the controller of the immigration came out and said they had security intelligence that these guys were meant to attack. So who do we believe now? But they've doused the tension from the minister.
Yes, the minister coming out to douse the tension does not actually suggest or implies that the area are safe, cool and calm. It is the business of the intelligence agency to alert the government and members of the public to any possible breach of security, especially that has to do with security threat going towards the end of the year. So they actually got classified information. Of course, in the detailed report of the Nigeria Immigration Service, certain names were mentioned of some foreign individuals who have sent advanced team of local collaborators to be able to study Abuja very well so as to carry out this attack. Of course, it is not also wise for government officials like the minister to come out and send us to panic mode that the areas are not safe. But the truth of the matter is that the government will have to work with other intelligence and security operatives to put the city on a red alert, because you can't just say that areas are safe without deploying adequate security measures to be able to cope any emergency that arises as a result of that security alert. So in a way, the minister coming out to tell us that there is no possible security threat, it shows that that issue probably was discussed at the Federal Executive Council meeting. And if it has been discussed, it means that it has become issue of great concern to the government, and all hands must be on deck, because if the purpose of intelligence and the purpose of such alert is not to send panic to the people, is to alert the people that this is the situation for now. Let us be very careful. The security operative, they are on top of their game. The heart of Abuja might be safe from information and from happenings in recent time, but we have lesser cities in the outskirts of Abuja. This area are not very safe. We have a situation, I think about a week ago or two, wherein some people walked into homes, adult people, almost in a broad daylight. They operated without hindrance in some other area around Gwagwalada, around Yanya and Waterview. So these are areas that the government will have to look at. Look at the crisis in Suleja, for example. Some people, bandits also adopted a lot of people in Suleja. So if what is the distance from Suleja to even Abuja itself? So these are areas that the government need to focus on. We are not talking about Maitama. We are not talking about the core of Abuja, the heart of Abuja. We are talking about lesser city. Some communities surrounds Abuja who still fall within the jurisdiction of Abuja. So let the government do everything within their power to ensure that at this particular point in time, people have each free celebration. We don't have to celebrate and die as a result of celebration. So the government must put all the security operative on red alert. I do not think it is wise for us to come out and start trading blame, whether the alarm was true or not, because it is the duty of security operative to gather intelligence, and at the end of the day, submit the intelligence for critical profiling, and we'll be able to get results. So the idea of this alarm coming is for us to have enough and advanced preparation. I do not think it will augur well for us getting this alert, and at the end of the day, we now experience another round of security breach. So let all hands be on deck. The minister that has come out to say that the areas are safe, they need to prove to the people beyond reasonable doubt by way of action and massive deployment of security operatives to ensure that such areas are safe. Anything less than that, it will be counterproductive.
All right, let's go to some other headline here. Omicron now spreading at community level, says NCDC. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, yesterday disclosed that there is an already established community transmission of the Omicron COVID-19 variant across the country, as 45 cases of the variant have been confirmed as of December 21st, 2021. This is as the United Arab Emirates has ignited fresh trouble for travelers from Nigeria, Tanzania, Kenya, and Ethiopia as its National Emergency Crisis and Disaster Emergency Management Authority and the General Civil Aviation Authority have suspended entry for passengers from the 4 African countries. The new development has created chaos for both inbound and outbound passengers, including Nigerians wishing to come home for the Yuletide, as they engaged in last-minute flight change to other European, African, and U.S. carriers. Well, the headline here, Omicron now spreading at community level, says NCDC. Austin, unfortunately, many people, especially in this climate, do not believe anything about Omicron. And then you ask yourself, what is the National Orientation Agency doing to sensitize people? Now it is spreading fast at the community level. We need the NOA to come out and tell people about this for them to be so cautious. Hello, Austin. Hello, Austin. Are you there, Austin?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right. You heard the headline there, right?
Yes. The spread at community level is disturbing and worrisome.
Yeah.
If you look at it, you discover that it is no longer as if someone traveled from somewhere around the world. This is the fact that it is now within us and it's moving from one area to the other. That is the basic definition of community transmission. This variant has been classified by World Health Organization as variant of concern, VOC. So we have to take it very seriously. It is when we take it serious that we'll be able to curtail further spread of this particular variant. The Presidential Steering Committee for COVID-19 has come out to alert the nation that we are in the third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. So if God has helped us to survive first, second, third wave, I think all ends must be on deck. We must be willing as individuals, even as organizations, to be able to acknowledge the fact that yes, this thing is real. We must work towards putting especially the non-pharmaceutical measure in place so as to be able to prevent further spread of this particular variant. Look at it this way. Even the NOA that you talk about, awareness particularly have been very low on the issue of this COVID-19 pandemic. The National Orientation Agency, our corporate body, our various organizations, I think the momentum has gone down. And apart from this NOA and this awareness creation and putting up goals to also let people know that yes, this thing is individually we must be on our guard, because a lot of people have lost guard. Some people do not even believe it at the initial, despite the fact that it has claimed the life of known people. You see, I think a few days ago, a renowned cleric in Nigeria, a very prominent clergyman in the country, has come out to say COVID-19 is real, because he related the account of one of his pastors who contacted the COVID, and it was God that saved him. So we must believe it, and the clergymen too must also demonstrate goodwill in the area of vaccination. Let them talk about vaccination. Let them also show example, because some of them, apart from the fact that they are religious leaders, they are also informed opinion leaders in the country. So when people see them at the forefront of campaign for vaccination, they will also be able to key in that yes, not that COVID-19 is not real, but it's also good to get fully vaccinated. So we just hope that, especially at this festive period, people will yield to all of this. Large gatherings, social gathering, needless travel, all of them should be cut as a matter of heart. Let us celebrate wisely in a way that we can live to celebrate another time. Let us not be carried away that it is not real, because it has killed a lot of people, even people that we know, people that live with us, people that we can mention their names. So it has killed a lot of people. There's no point at this particular point in time doubting. Look at the way the world has looked at us, even as a result of this pandemic. So if care is not taken, like the story you just read about stigmatization of a particular airline, that if care is not taken can still continue to happen. Why? Because of our own measure. Let us adhere strictly to the non-pharmaceutical measure. There's no way we will not gather, but let us face the guideline. Because at this particular point in time, economically speaking, and every other area, Nigerian state cannot afford to go into another round of a lockdown. Because the lockdown that we have before now, we barely have recovered from it economically. So let's be our brother's keeper. Let us believe that this virus is real, and by that, we'll be able to put measures in place to curtail further community spread. Because if community spread goes haywire in Nigeria, I fear we do not have health infrastructure to be able to address it. Look at various isolation centers. Look at Lagos, for example. At some point, there were no longer people in those isolation centers. But these isolation centers are being filled up again. So it suggests one thing, that this virus is still real, and this virus is still much with us. And if care is not taken, we might have to live with the virus for a longer time.
All right, to our dear listener there, remember, a virus that had to pause the world literally in 2020. It is real. You just have to take precautionary measures. We'll go on a short break now. And when we come back, I'll take your comments on Facebook and on YouTube. Then we'll open the phone lines and get one or two reactions from you, dear listener. Don't go away. It's still the Break of Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9. I am Chike Ubogu. And remember, I have Austin Idumo doing justice to some of these headlines. Stay tuned. Don't go away.
For the matter, spread the love for the area, share the joy with golden penny, yeah. Celebrate with golden penny, yeah. Oh, your auntie Shade, auntie Uncle Jaye, everybody they jolly, now golden penny for the family. Oh, Baba, it's the season of love, oh, baby, it's the season of togetherness.
Season's greetings from Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC, owners of the iconic food brand Golden Penny.
My name is Wale Michael. I bring you season greetings from Online Dynamics Limited. May the best gift of Christmas be yours. The gift of love, hope, joy, peace, happiness, the gift of salvation. We wish you and those that you love dearly a very happy Christmas filled with an abundance of health and a prosperous new year. Thank you for partnering with Online Dynamics on your travel, tour, and migration process in times past and in the years ahead. Merry Christmas. We hope this Christmas gives you all the blessings you deserve and that the year to come is prosperous and bright. You may reach me on 0803-242-9497. I am Wale Michael and I love you.
Mo jẹ́ abiyamọ tó níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́, mo sì jẹ́ ìyàwó ilé àti alámòjútó lágbègbè mi. Nípa ìdí èyí, ọwọ́ mi dí púpọ̀. Ìwọ̀nba ni àkókò tí mo ní láti lè máa ṣe àbẹ̀wò lóòrèkóòrè sí ilé ìwòsàn fún gbígba oògùn adènà ìlóyún. Oògùn adènà ìlóyún alábẹ́rẹ́ àdálò lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣoṣo fún mi ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ àti ààbò àìlóyún fóṣù 3. Mo lè dá ara mi gún ní abẹ́rẹ́ yìí pẹ̀lú ìbàlẹ̀ ọkàn. Dandan sì kọ́ ní kẹ́nikẹ́ni ó mọ̀ sí. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, mi ò dára mi lójú pé mo lè ní ìgboyà náà láti gún ara mi lábẹ́rẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n pẹ̀lú ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àti ìrànwọ́, mo róye pé ìlànà tí ó rọrùn ni, tí kò sì pani lára ni. Oògùn adènà ìlóyún gígún ara ẹni lábẹ́rẹ́ ti fún mi ní agbára láti pinnu ìgbà tí mo tún lè lóyún bí mo bá fẹ́. Ó sì fún mi ní òmìnira nínú àsìkò tó péye láti dá irú obìnrin tí mo jẹ́ àti ohun tí mo bá fẹ́ láti dà.
Fún àlàyé sí i lórí àdálù abẹ́rẹ́ adènà oyún àti àwọn ìlànà ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí mìíràn, ẹ pè 321 lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lórí ojúpo ìpè Airtel yín nìkan tàbí kí ẹ kàn sí ìtàkùn àgbáyé wa discoveryourpower.org. Ìkéde yìí ń wá pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn àjọ elétò ìlera ìjọba àpapọ̀.
Oya, fry the chicken, spicy rice, spread the bread and slice it nice. Have a yummy Christmas with Mama Dog, tasty range.
Ho, ho, ho! Have a deliciously nourishing Christmas with Mama Dog. Mama Dog! Mama Dog, Mama Dog, Mama Dog. Have yourself a nourishing Christmas with Mama Dog, tasty range.
All right, welcome back. It's still the Break of Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9. Let's go straight to the comments on Facebook. Merry Christmas to you. Okay, Omar Basharu. Statement credited to Mr. President, Senate President, and Speaker of the House of Representatives calling for peace and unity of the country. How can we have peace and unity with this bad system and putting the whole nation under one tribe? And you went on and on and on. And yeah, well, that's your comment there, Omar Basharu. Your comments well read. 070550949 and 080970949. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Chike.
Good morning.
Happy Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you.
This is John Olariwaju from Agbo.
Thank you.
See, on the issue of the politicians that are sending Christmas messages to the people, they should allow the law, peace, all those things. They should just stop sending any greeting to us. They should just talk to themselves. Let them talk to themselves that they should allow justice in the nation. When you allow justice, when you play equality, if you play equality, you make sure that everybody are equal and justice prevails. Love and peace will come. And for Mr. President that's making order that they should attack the Islam. How many times the president will make the order? If you want to count the numbers of order, Mr. President has made. In fact, maybe it has even more than 10 times, and nothing good come out of it. And lastly, for the COVID-19 and Omicron, as far as I'm concerned, let the federal government settle the issue of hunger. If you settle the issue of hunger, people will address to your warning and orders that you may give about the protocol of COVID-19. If people are hungry, they will not listen to any order. Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling there. 0705 5949 080 97949. Those are the numbers to call this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Chicken.
Good morning.
Compliment of the season.
Same to you.
This is the president of the market.
All right.
The question, I used to have this question. The government needs to know, why are we having the problem of insecurity, for God's sake? Why are we having this problem of insecurity? Look, until we get something, doing something about the system we have now. This system, this bad system cannot give us the correct answer we are looking for.
All right.
Cannot give us the positive thing we are looking for.
All right.
That is the truth of the matter.
Thank you.
Look, have a nice day.
All right. Thank you. 0705 5949 0809 7949. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You're probably the second to the last caller, so make it snappy.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
My name is Adeshi Yamola from here.
All right. Good morning.
My personal opinion this time around. Bandit villagers are on the way now. for taxing them close to 15 million naira. And somebody from that place, their leaders that are snapping pictures to them, they don't know where they are, and somebody from this place bringing somebody from there to come at the commissioner here. My personal opinion, this thing cannot work. Nobody should introduce terrorism to us in the South. It's my personal opinion. These are the best of today.
All right, thank you for calling. Final caller 0705 5949 08097,949. Those are the numbers to call this morning. Hello, good morning. Final caller.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Make it snappy. You have 30
Yeah,
seconds.
this is Emeka from Apete.
Emeka, good morning. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, those who are criticizing the presidency for his actions are not serious. Good morning.
Wow, okay. Good morning. Very brief and straight to the point. Austin, your final thoughts before we go. Omo Bashorun says hunger. Okay, no, that's the other guy. The first caller says, John Olarinwaju says hunger has caused people not adhering to instructions of the COVID Omicron variant. Do you agree with that, Austin?
Yes, I completely disagree. There are many well-to-do people who are not hungry, who have disregarded some of the protocols put in place. I agree that the government needs to address the issue of hunger, but hunger and COVID-19 pandemic, they are not entirely the same. That's the truth of the matter. We still have rich people that are well-to-do, who does not care, who does not believe, who are coming up with superstitious theory that it does not exist and what have you. Of course, I know we can't lock down the economy because of the vulnerability of majority of our people, but the truth of the matter is that let us believe the virus, let us address to it. We have had a lot of prominent Nigerians that has died as a result of this virus. That is why COVID-19 pandemic is regarded as a leveler. It does not know the rich man. It does not also know the poor man. So let us please be guided and adhere strictly. God bless us as we celebrate the Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Austin Idumo. And to you, dear listener there, I say Merry Christmas to you. The paper review will be back on Monday. However, by 9 a.m., join me on the podium as I'll be having Rotimi Johnson Ujasokbe as a guest on the podium. What are we looking at? Keep your fingers crossed. 9 a.m. is the time, all through 11 a.m. On behalf of 32 FM 94.9 and my humble self, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and happy celebrations.
Heaven made a radio, gave it a soul, and called it.
My heart's a stereo, it beats for you, so listen.
32 FM 94.9, filling the world with laughter.